What's up, guys?
Rolling.
So, what's up, Rich?
Hi. I'm back.
Yes.
Back again.
I was gonna say that's where I got to splice in the guess who's back again. Rich is back.
Tell some men.
I'm glad you said it, not me.
Well, let's face it. Who's listening to our show? Not women.
We did the Nintendo Direct from was it September 12th?
It was September 12th.
Okay.
I wrote notes and I have them listed here.
So yeah, so we need to. I think that's how we need to open up. We need first and foremost to kind of pick your brain, Rich, on what you thought about the Nintendo Direct.
These will be great because these notes are not going to make any sense to me anymore because it's been a week and I've totally forgot all of them. I start out with, do we need more remakes of Mario games? I guess we do. I don't know if we need $40 Mario remakes of games because that's what Galaxy 1 and 2 are going to cost by themselves when they come out. Unless they've been now, as of the Direct, they didn't say if they're remakes, remasters, or whatever. So I don't know if any extra effort was put into them. But I don't know why they're costing $40. That just seems a little high.
Mm-hmm.
Or was it $70? Do you get to save $10?
No, it's $70 if you buy them physically. It's $40 each if you buy them individually as the digital download,
which doesn't make any sense at all. I don't even know where to go with that one.
Yeah. And I don't know. Like my next one was, do we need more Switch 2 versions over actual sequels? I think this was a talk to the Switch 2 version of Mario Odyssey.
Mario Wonder.
Was it Wonder or Odyssey?
It was Wonder.
Because my little sub comment on that was, I don't care about the added multiplayer that looks like a watered down version of Mario Party and Smash Brothers. It just looked like junk. I also I looked into the this is probably later in the list, whatever. But I haven't bought the update for Donkey Kong Bonanza yet because I don't care about the time. I hate time trials, and that's what the one thing is, the Emerald thing. I kind of want to play the Donkey Kong Island, but isn't that like $20 for the DLC too? It just seems too much for what it is.
$20 for the DLC, but
it seems like
there's not enough to it.
Dude, I'm gonna plus one of your comments to the hate time trials, and I think Bobby, I think you're the same way on that.
Mm-hmm.
I can't stand that stuff either in any video game, to be honest with you. That's just no.
And then I have Yoshi might be good, but so far only the first Island game wasn't for kids, and they made this one look kiddie. So I don't know if the new Yoshi's Island game is going to be good or not. There was some kind of third-party game called Poppycom or something, and my comment here was "Poop You Come," because that was just the name of the game. Me Sims looks like Tamagotchi Life, but a Nintendo version of it. So I'm going to skip that one. I do like the idea of the digital clips Mortal Kombat. It looks like the digital clip stuff is cool because they always do the like the commentary and the histories and the stuff like that. So I'm usually down for a good digital eclipse, whatever. And the Mortal Kombat games are fun, but I don't know. The Mortal Kombat games to me are games that I can sit down and play like maybe one or two matches and then I get bored with them pretty quick. So I don't know. I'm iffy on that. They announced the Final Fantasy VII remake, but I'm pretty sure I already have that for free on PS Plus and still didn't play it. I'm excited about Hades 2 because it's coming to the Switch 2 first, and I loved Hades 1. It was one of my favorite games whatever year that came out, and I don't do PC gaming, so I haven't been able to play Hades 2 yet in whatever Steam's early. I think it's just called early access. So that's cool. So I'm looking forward to Hades 2. the Air Rider amiibos with the swappable drivers look neat, but I'm not going to buy the amiibos or play the game. But it still looks kind of neat.
Hey, I want to cut in real quick, Rich, on that one, because Bobby and I did not talk about this, and I've seen a lot of comments about this with correlations between the Air Rider amiibo stuff with Kirby and Skylanders. And I'm not a Skylanders person. I don't know either of you guys have any thoughts on that.
So yeah, I mean it is basically Skylanders, but to my knowledge, you couldn't switch the vehicles or whatever. Regardless, it's still at $50 ridiculously priced and way more than the Skylanders were. And I have no interest whatsoever.
I sold all my amiibos a while ago. I kept Joker from Persona. And I saw the Donkey Kong bananas ones in the store. I'm like, this is really cool. I might buy this. And then it was $40. And I said, nope, I'm not touching this amiibo at all. So, yeah, amiibos I'm done with. Even I have a point with my spending limits. And Nintendo seems to be hitting it up pretty good with their prices. Like,
I think we'll have a conversation here as that goes on, because it's a good lead into something we'll talk about later with Microsoft announcing their adjustments again. So, so go ahead, Rich. I didn't mean to cut in, but I wanted to bring that up because we didn't talk about the Skylanders Air Rider stuff. So
next was the Hyrule Warriors game. I haven't really liked any of the Dynasty Warrior-esque games. They have a term for that style of game, and I forget what it's called. But I really don't care about the Warriors games. But the game share is neat. So you can actually share that with, like, I think they said 4 other people, all playing off one game as long as you're all playing in the same session. So that's kind of cool. So I like the idea of game sharing. So you don't have to buy the game to play it with your friends. They made a big deal about Dragon Quest / Warriors, whatever version they're remaking. I think it was a remake too. I says I own several of them. Keep telling myself I'm going to play them, and I never do. But I do like the art on it. I thought the art was cool. And then this was the big surprise of the thing, but it's still kind of meh. And then prices came out later, so I'm like, what the? And that's the Virtual Boy. So I guess I have access to the Virtual Boy stuff, being the Nintendo online plus whatever hell subscriber, but to play it I have to buy either a $25 piece of cardboard or a $100 piece of plastic.
Yeah, it's $25 piece of cardboard or a $100 piece of plastic.
And then I've hacked it. It's super easy to hack the 3DS, so I already have an emulator on the 3DS with all the Virtual Boy games. So I'm thinking this is a little too late kind of a thing. Like, this should have been on the 3DS, and they're not great anyway, and you're not going to get me to spend $100 to play them. They're not good. Yeah. They're not fun. There's two or three good ones that are worth playing, but they're not $100 worth playing.
That's exactly what we thought too. And that was the comment that I had made when we recorded last time. It was like, there's nothing there that says, hey, let me dump the money into it at all. I mean, come on, it's the Virtual Boy.
Yeah.
I mean, that does not elicit any kind of excitement.
Yeah, no. This failed when it came out the first time, and now you're still going to try to get $100 out of us to play it again. They're trying to hit that nostalgia thing, and I just nah.
I don't know anybody that's nostalgic for the Virtual Boy that I've ever met in my life. I mean,
I'd like to own one because it looks cool, but I would never play it. It would literally sit on my shelf. And at that point, I'm not willing to pay $100 for it.
Yeah, it's a $100 dust collector. Well, what's the point?
Right.
I mean, Rich, I want to go back real quick. You Final Fantasy. Bobby and I talked about this. It's funny because we're talking about yet another iteration of Final Fantasy VII, which has been redone I don't know how many times at this point. It's just stupid. But now we're talking about a remake that's going to be released in 3 parts. Like, talk about milking a franchise. I just don't know.
Apparently they changed a lot in it. I mean, I haven't played it, but I read reviews and heard people talk about it. So they do tend to veer off as opposed to where Final Fantasy VII went. So maybe it's worth it. But I never finished Final Fantasy VII the first time I started playing it on the PlayStation when it originally came out. So I don't see me ever playing these. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I played the original, and I started playing the first remaster on whatever it was, PS4. I don't remember what it was even released on. Yeah, PS4, I think. And I started playing it through, and I got, a reasonable way through the game. And I thought, this feels similar. This feels what I did, years prior. It felt prettier. Obviously the graphics were nice and stuff, but it was like I didn't pay for it. It was in a service.
Yeah.
So it was a downloadable thing for me. Like, yeah, I did pay for it, but at the same point, I didn't like go out of my way to buy another. And it was just kind of like, and that's what I felt about that announcement. It was like, yeah, I'm not as much of a Final Fantasy fan as I am. I'm not feeling that one.
Yeah, that's like going back to Dragon Quest Warriors. I think they're just calling it Dragon Quest now. When they first started showing, like, is this a new one? And didn't Akira Toriyama die? So how are they going to do the Akira Toriyama characters when he's dead? But it was a remake, so that didn't factor into it at all. So yeah. And then my next one was, I know I just bitched about remakes several times up above, but I want to play the Fatal Frame 2 remake because it looks really nice. I like the Fatal Frame games. You give me creepy Japanese girls and I'm all over it.
No, not you.
Yeah. And then I have Power Wash 2, What the Fuck, Kids Today. Was the comment for that one. Metroid Prime 4 came next, and is in this one, Metroid has a motorcycle. That was my comment for that one, because they seem to really play up the motorcycle for whatever reason. But I'm definitely down for Metroid Prime whenever that's going to finally come out. If it comes out on 4/14, like I think they said.
No, it comes out December 4th.
Oh, okay. I put that in wrong. I had 14/4, and I thought maybe I put it in backwards, but I must have meant 12/4. Fair enough. DK DLC we already hit on. It's never going to go on sale, but I'm going to wait for it to go on sale to buy the DLC. I think I can wait on that one. This next one looked interesting. It was a while ago. There were Dragon Quest X Minecraft games. I don't remember what they were called.
Oh,
but
the Dragon Quest Heroes
or something. Yeah, and that's what this Pokemon thing looks like. This Pokopia. But it weirded me out that you're playing a human Ditto just for the fact that Dittos can look like humans. Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm someone who played Goat, whatever.
Goat Simulator.
Yeah, thank you. So I don't get Power Wash Simulator. I don't know. You know what? I haven't played it though. Maybe it's better. I have no idea.
Well, I mean, Goat Simulator, you play as a goat, and they made it like, they made it fun.
It's a fun physics game. I mean, that's all Goat Simulator is. The physics are out the window, and that's what makes it so fun. Plus, you're a goat.
All right. What else do I have in here? Then it says, I know I said too many remakes twice above, but I'm the problem. It's me. I will buy Danganronpa 2 again, as however many times they re-release it. I think this will be the third time I've bought Danganronpa 2, because I think I have it for the PS Vita, PSP, whichever one it came out for first. And then it came out on the PS4 and I bought it again, and I'll probably buy the Switch one and play it again. It does come with a new game, like a game, whatever the hell that look, yeah, whatever. So that's fine. That's how I'm gonna, say I'm spending money on. And then I have a Monster Hunter game where you don't hunt monsters. What the PETA shit is this? That was that Monster Hunter Stories game, or whatever the hell that was. I tried playing Monster Hunter a couple times, couldn't get into it, and I'm definitely not going to get into one where you live with the monsters instead of violently killing them and harvesting their organs to make better armor and weapons.
I mean, Look at the name of the game. It's called Monster Hunter.
Yeah. RE9 looks good, but I can play it on any console, so meh. RE9 did look good though. Although I haven't played I played 7, didn't play Village, so I don't know if we'll get to 9 or not. And then my very final comment on here is, oh boy, another FE game that I'll never finish. Fire Emblem game I'm never going to play.
So the one game that I was actually excited for, you shit on.
I'll just say I'm not going to play it. I buy a couple of them and I start them and I'm like,
I just want to see the banter on that one because that's great.
I don't mind the Fire Emblem games. I don't know. I have a hard time getting into them. And I guess I didn't take any notes on it, but it started with the sequel to the Mario Brothers movie, where Chris Pratt returns to play Mario in space.
Yeah, it'll be fun. I really like the first movie.
The first one was okay.
It's a fun. But look, we talked about it. Look, this generation got a much better Mario movie than we did when we were kids.
I disagree.
Of course you would. I know you love Bob Hoskins. Let's not talk.
And Dennis Hopper. I mean, we got Dennis Hopper as King Koopa. and when I think of the Mario Brothers, they're not more Italian than Chris Pratt, but you got your British Scouse, just like you said, yeah, and then John Leguizamo as Luigi Mario.
It really doesn't get any better than Captain Lou.
Yeah.
So we're gonna keep Captain Lou out of this.
The only Italian Mario.
Yeah, we're gonna keep Captain Lou out of this.
Yeah.
But the cartoon film that we got,
Oh, I know we're still. I'll wait till I'll bring up next topic. Never mind.
No. The cartoon film that we got was great, and it just sucks that we didn't get that version when we were kids. That's what we should have got. We got saddled with what we did.
Doing voices. I know he comes up with everything like Detective Pikachu, but Danny DeVito would have been a good Mario.
Dude, yes, amen. I'm with you on that one. And I'm not hating on Chris Pratt, and I'm not hating on anyone else that's done any of the Mario work through the years.
But
Danny DeVito would have been perfect.
Like 23 years old Mario, something like that. He's like young, even though he looks old and has been around forever.
Yeah, no, I think that was the movie that we should have gotten when we were kids.
Yeah,
that's how I see that one, because watching that in the theaters, because I don't go to the theater too often anymore, that made me feel nostalgic. That one made me was like, oh man, really wish this would have came out in the 90s. And not to have to sit there and suffer through John Leguizamo.
Yeah, but imagine how bad the CGI would have been if we would have had.
I know, but
it would have been traditionally animated. It would have been 2D.
We would have gotten we might have gotten like a Mario 64 type thing going on,
So it would have reboot Mario.
Yeah, basically,
it would have been great. Like look at the. Oh, like, could you imagine that sitting there in like 1995, 6, been like, whoa, like, look at this.
And then you try and watch it and have a seizure.
Exactly. It would have been great, and throwing penguins off the side of a cliff. That would have been awesome. Oh, man. No.
Mojo Nixon Toad.
No, and the soundtrack. I mean, look. Tossing penguins off the side of the cliff to like some Stone Temple Pilots, or whatever, would have been just fantastic.
We did a better Mortal Kombat movie though.
Instead of hearing Jack Black, we would have had like Eddie Vedder just going off. I mean, come on, would have been pretty fun. All right, maybe not.
Jesus Christ.
Who would have been our Donkey Kong? Who's
Woody Harrelson?
Seth Rogen.
Woody Harrelson.
Dane Cook.
No, Dane Cook wasn't out yet.
He was too old. Yeah,
you're right.
Yeah, we're talking mid-90s.
Yeah, I was just trying to think of famous stoners.
Woody Harrelson works.
No. Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, okay, maybe.
I love it.
All right.
The barrel.
Jesus.
No, it's cool though. I'm looking forward to the next one. I it'll be some fun. I think some fun additions to it. Those movies typically do. They'll throw a couple of other actors in that you don't expect, and it'll be fun. So I don't know.
Yeah, see who's going to play Rosalina.
Who?
Not,
the space princess.
Yeah, who did you say was going to play her though?
No, that's what I said. We got to see who's going to play her.
Oh, I thought you were going to break an announcement here.
Yeah. It's I'm going to break the announcement. It's my dog is going to play Rosalina.
Wow. I didn't know that one. Wow.
Yeah.
No, so let's see. Who would? I mean, it's got to be someone that have no idea who their name is. So
Chris Pratt in a dress.
It'll just be Chris Pratt again. I mean, seriously, I don't know who else it would be.
How come your screen just got real big?
Yeah, mine just shifted. That was weird.
Yeah, they all rotated. That was neat. I don't know.
All of a sudden, Tom's little window took up the majority of the screen, and then it was like he was the king of the podcast.
That's right.
I'm the king of the forest.
I was playing. Moving around. Yep.
No, things don't show up. No. Okay.
Wow. Just if you're on an iPad, I think.
That distracted us with Zoom in a work meeting. It came up with little things saying at the bottom they were active now, so everybody started doing little emojis.
Nice.
All right, so went through the Nintendo Directs. I think we've done it against a good service or a disservice, however you want to call it. I mean, seriously, it's really funny to me that both of you guys, because you sat there, religiously watched it, and Bob, your favorite thing was Rich's least favorite thing.
It wasn't my least favorite. It was just meh. They didn't really, it was okay.
But to me, that says a good thing about it, though. It's like, hey, there's again something for everybody, right?
Yes.
So that's what it's supposed to be for, and I'm excited about the Mario stuff. Mainly that I didn't mention the last time, but I've mentioned it before. I was huge on the 35 announcement. I'm hoping that there's something cool for 40 with the competitive gaming, Tetris 99. I'm hoping that something comes out with 40. Don't shake your head at me.
No, this was the 40 announcement.
No, there's going to be something else.
This was the 40 announcement.
No.
Wait. The other thing that I didn't have it in my notes, but Mario is coming to Universal Florida.
He's already there.
Oh, then what are they adding? They're adding something to the theme park.
No, it was just showing that they're going to do the celebration there.
Oh, well, that's dumb then.
Yeah, and they're doing a marathon in Japan.
Oh yeah, it was. They're
I did the Nintendo World in California last year and spent a lot of money there. And Mario got a lot of my money that day.
Yeah. A lot of your coins.
Yeah. I felt like I fell off the edge several times in that day.
Ding ding.
Yeah, I kept having to one up and start over. That was it. Game over, restart.
Should have held A.
Yeah, it wasn't fun, but no, it's a cool experience. It just it is what it is. But no, I'm hoping there really is. I really like the 35, so give me a 40, please,
dude. I hate to well, I don't actually. It's bringing me a little bit of joy, which is really fucked up.
Yeah, I ain't right.
But no, because I was pissed off too. Like I'm like, all right, cool. So they're gonna announce some really cool stuff. There's gonna be like some kind of All-Stars game, like maybe a new Nintendo or the new Super Mario Brothers All-Stars or something like that, where there'll be like another Game & Watch or something. And no, there was fucking Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2.
You get to spend $70 on Mario, and we already got Mario Galaxy 1 on the 3D collection that they released whenever they released that. So there you go.
That's the one thing I actually own. So It makes me even want to buy that even less.
Yep, right.
I mean,
dude, it's That was such a letdown. I'm telling you that whole direct to me was such a letdown, except for Fire Emblem. I was let down by every single thing in it. Except, well, I'll say I'm glad that the Koopa Links are being added to Super Mario Wonder, and I'm glad that what was the other thing that we're? Oh, and I'm glad that Metroid 4 is Prime 4 is finally coming out.
But instead of paying for a DLC pack for Mario Wonder, we're going to have to buy the Mario Switch 2 version. That'll probably be $70.
That's true.
Whatever. I don't know if they announced a price for it.
No, you're not wrong. I mean, that's the thing. It's like, I'm gonna, kind of segue this into the pricing thing that we've talked about, and we talk about the $40 digital releases of the Galaxy games and a $70 physical, which I still don't understand of both. It doesn't make any sense, but Microsoft has announced new pricing again, and we're at a point now where their pricing now, if I'm Bobby, correct me if I'm wrong, we're more expensive now than when it was initially announced 5 years ago.
We've now gone through two price increases in the past year. It's never going down. The Xbox Series S with 512 gigs of storage is now $400. So the same amount, and we'll get into this too. The same amount as the PS5 Slim used to be, with a terabyte of storage, digital only. But that got raised too. But now we've got your Xbox Series S 1 terabyte is, I think, $450 or $500. The Series X, which comes with a disk drive, is $575. I don't know. Let me bring up the sheet instead of trying to guess at everything here.
You just make it up. It's all good. We know it's more. We know that.
Yeah, it's definitely more. What did I not? I deleted it. That makes sense. Glad I did that.
All right, so
it's went from the 512 went from $379 to $399. The Series S 1 terabyte went from $429 to $449. The Series X digital is $550 to $599. The Series X is $599 to $649. And whatever the hell the Series X 2 terabyte Galaxy Black Special Edition went from $729 to $799. So that black paint is super expensive that they're buying.
$800 system.
So, all right. So I will say that one is actually a little bit different. It has some little fiber optic lights that go through
increased at least $100 though.
Yeah. Well, that launched at $600, I thought, originally.
The
200, the one that's 800 now.
The 2 terabyte one, the Xbox.
Yeah. That was 600 when it originally launched.
Let's see, Black Edition, 2 terabyte, launch price. Let's see, because I really don't know. I see. I'm not following the Xbox thing. Yeah, you're right. It launched at $599.
Yeah.
So it's gone up $200.
$200 for 1 terabyte of storage. And the other thing is they took these little fiber optic tubes and put them all through it. So when you turn it on, it looks like space.
It's bigger, but it doesn't work.
I'm trying to figure out when did that one launch, the 2 terabyte black one, because if you're going up $200 in that short amount of time, that's crazy. It just doesn't seem normal.
They got flexible payments available with PayPal.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the thing. That launched a year ago. 1 year ago. So here you go. That black 2 terabyte edition launched October 15th, 2024 at $599. A year later, not even, because these prices that you guys were talking about are supposed to be as of October 3rd. So not even 1 calendar year later, $200 higher for a special edition of a system that was launched in what, 2020? That's insane. Yeah. That's insane.
Yeah. That's I just don't understand. Like, look, and again, we don't talk politics and stuff. I don't know how much of this shit can be feasible. They're basing it on tariffs. I don't know how much of it can feasibly be based on tariffs or can be blamed on tariffs, and how much is, you know what, we think we should be making more for our stuff.
Yeah. No, I agree completely. Like, how can you say that? It's good to have a scapegoat. Don't get me wrong. I mean, hey, I'm a business. I can say, hey, it's tariffs, it's whatever. But, look, we're gamers. We see how this business works. You have a few years of a console, and then it's like we get excitement for a new console and whatever. And what typically happens, we've talked about it before, is that the price tends to drop. And even in hard times, that price still either drops or stays pretty stagnant. It doesn't jump up that much for an old hardware. Right. It doesn't make any sense.
What is an Elite controller? An Elite wireless controller Series 2 is $200.
So that's the controller where you can redo all the sticks and all the buttons, and you can.
It's got to have a port for my penis for $200.
It's kind of like the DualSense Edge controller.
It has the FUFME in it.
Yeah. It's the future of cyberdildonics.
I guess PlayStation has a version of that too, probably, right?
Yeah, it's called the DualSense Edge.
Yeah, it's that's like $200 or one. Is it $179? What is that?
I know it's expensive.
I don't have one. I'll say that.
What I'll say in defense,
the regular controllers are $85.
What I'll say in defense of the Edge, though,
the Edge is $199. You're right, same price. Yeah,
$179 at Walmart.
At least with the Edge, if you get stick drift, you can take the sticks out. They're modular, so you can take them out and throw them away and just plug new ones in. But you still have to buy them, and I'm sure they're ridiculously expensive.
Back in my day, I can buy 2 Virtual Boy things for the price of one of these controllers. Now, we both can't use them because you got to put your console inside of it to see the 3D. Just saying.
Hey, I've got a Switch 2, and it's not limited to Switch 2. It can be a Switch 1.
Oh boy!
So Tom could actually join in on the fun as well.
Yeah.
Now, Keith.
No, but it's crazy though. It's like we're sitting here talking about $200 controllers, like it's when consoles in the day weren't $200. No, seriously, it's just a funny conversation.
Yes.
And I don't know. I just where does it go from here? Because we've talked about this being potentially the last iteration. Over time of this is the last iteration of Microsoft's console. Where's the PS6? This seems to be in Nintendo's line more of a Switch Plus right now. I mean, where are we at? Because I mean, this is not favorable for the console thing right now. Where it's going.
Well, and Microsoft said they will have another console.
So I mean, it just seems like what's next though? It's like, oh yeah, we're gonna launch it at $1,000.
Dude, I'm telling you, this is probably the exit ramp for a lot of people in console gaming. And this is where you're going to see things like the streaming sticks and that kind of stuff take over, where you're not going to own your hardware. You're going to own a little dongle that accesses somebody else's hardware and that's going to be off-site, and you're going to play on a system you don't own.
I don't have an Xbox, but they have the Game Pass system. So if you sign up for that, you are getting a lot of AAA first-party games for not for free because you're subscribing to their thing, but it's not terribly expensive for what you're paying for, or what you're getting rather. Which would be a model. I think Sony's trying to do it with their high-end thing, but I haven't got a lot of use out of their thing. But yeah, it's, and again, we've thought, I know you're all into the physical form, but the fact that we're not getting the games have to be installed on disc anyway to run. The games that we're getting come with day one updates. There's no point for physical media anymore.
It's funny though, with what you just said, Bob, about the playing on someone else's hardware. Google tried this years ago, and it's Google Stadia, and that's what they tried to do. And the service has been shut down now for almost 3 years, which is crazy to think about. They tried this, and it was almost thinking about it now, it's like ahead of its time, in that space. But I see things that they're doing now that seem kind of counterproductive to that. Like they announced recently that they were killing Steam for Chromebooks. Like there are certain things that seems like they were ahead of the curve on, and they try to play on, and then it just goes away. And it's like, that's why I say, where do we go from here? The console pricing is insane because we're moving up when we should be moving down because we're launching to another console, but we're not there. And it's weird to me.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I will fight for physical until the day I stop playing video games. I want to own something. And even though Ubisoft would have you believe that even though you own the physical copy, you still don't own the software that is contained therein. And so, you read the end user license agreements and all that stuff, and that's basically what it says with a lot of the stuff, even the hardware. But there's going to be two barriers that are going to get me out of gaming. And number one is going to be price. Number two is going to be when they stop doing physical.
Yeah, I think it's a fair point. Rich, you got any things that would ever just, as he's so succinctly put it, that would just say, hey, this is my exit ramp?
No, what I'm having a problem with now, and I'm having a problem getting old. And as I get older, it's time. It's what I want to spend my free time doing. I'm sitting in front of the computer for 8+ hours a day. Sometimes, I want to go play a game, but that means I can't, I'm not reading a book or playing with the dog or whatever. So it's finding the time to do it. And am I getting as enjoyment playing the games as I would with other things? I like RPGs. Like I started Metaphor a while ago, not when it came out, but a little after. And I don't know if I want to put 100 hours into a game to finish it when I can just, I like quick little games. That's why I think Hades 2 is one I'm looking forward to. That's one you sit down, you do 1 or 2 quick runs, and then you're done. So I'm switching more towards a casual gamer, I guess, or something more that way as opposed to it. I still play, like I said, Danganronpa I like. Whenever Persona 6 comes out, if it ever comes out, I'm sure I'll play that, and I'll play that for the 200 hours and be happy with it. But I'd love to play Baldur's Gate, but I don't want to sit down and get stuck in a game for 900 hours.
No,
it's just a time.
I was going to ask you real quick, do you think that's more of a, as we age, and obviously as we're all getting older, or just kind of a sign of the times, because, you know, I love sitting down and gaming still, but I find myself doing exactly that. Like, I will flip up a quick game of pinball electronically, or a puzzle game or something for 5 or 10 minutes, rather than diving into something that, like, I would have loved spending hours on because of age or time at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It's
what's sad. Maybe it's not sad, but what I'm finding is that we're the, you know, we're all around the same age, and we're still the target demographic for a lot of games that come out. Like my nephews, who are 12 and 7, somewhere around there, they play Minecraft, and which is still playing Minecraft, even though it's been out forever. Not PUBG, but Fortnite, which has been out forever. And the little one plays Roblox or whatever, which again is another game that's been out forever. It's just a service game. They're not playing. They have no interest in the longer, you know, whatever game. So it's us that's keeping Microsoft and Sony and even Nintendo alive. It's weird.
Yeah, no, I mean, it really makes perfect sense. I mean, because those companies exist because of our generation anyway. Yeah. I mean, seriously, like that's I mean, Nintendo and Sony and Microsoft all existed well before us, but their money making stages were around our generation. I mean, I don't think that could be denied, and I don't think that's a wrong point. Like, they exist because of us. I mean, I think that's fair. I think because of age and things that we are trying to trend towards now, and just how things are, I just, you know, I don't know. That's why I really wonder what the next generation really looks like, console wise. I don't know. You know,
they're tablets. It's going to be tablets, and that Steam Decks and stuff like that. The things, I mean, the 7-year-old just, that's all he plays on is the tablet. He watches YouTube videos on it, and then plays Roblox or whatever. And he can play I guess it's Roblox. I honestly don't know what they're playing, but he can play on the tablet, and the other one can play on the Switch, and they're playing together in the same online game. So that's kind of fascinating too.
Oh, the cross-platform stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you can play Roblox on a bunch of different systems and play cross-platform. I know my niece was playing it on her Xbox, and Peyton was playing it on his phone. And
yeah, that's what. Yeah, my kid, same thing. Like Tommy, for the longest time, was playing it on his iPod Touch, and which was old. And my daughter was playing on her phone, and it just, you know, yeah, wild stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm. Did you guys see the other price? Well, not quite price change, but sneaky little thing that Sony's doing now.
Oh, don't hurt me now. I'm already hurt enough.
So the digital, the slim digital, they're keeping it the same price, you know, the upped price, but they're dropping the storage back to $825.
Yeah, I did see that. It's just, yeah, terrible. I don't know.
Well, you know what they're not doing?
What's that?
They're not releasing shitty DLC like that fucking Donkey Kong Bonanza bullshit and trying to get us to buy it.